Ukraine continues to push forward with its offensive into western Russia. Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelenskyy has just posted an update on X. He wrote that we are advancing in the Kursk region, 1 to 2 kilometers in various areas since the beginning of the day. We have captured more than 100 Russian servicemen during this period. Meantime, the Russian border region of Belgorod is declaring a state of emergency. The governor of the region says the situation there is extremely tense. He says daily shelling by Ukrainian armed forces is destroying houses and killing and wounding people. In some towns, people have had to leave in a hurry and are now seeking shelter in evacuation centers. Anna Cunningham has the latest from London.
Well, Jacqueline, I want to take you straight first to some footage that has just come into us from the Reuters news agency. Have a look at this. This is images that CBC News have not been able to independently verify, but it appears to show Ukrainian forces on the ground patrolling in the Kursk region. Soldiers there walking with rifles in front of a car and following an armoured vehicle through a residential area. Now, I've taken a listen to this, and some of the voices on that footage claim that people are shouting glory to Ukraine. We can actually see a triangle on the front of that car. It's a symbol we know that is being put on Ukrainian military vehicles. It does seem quite a quiet area, but that would fit in with the evacuations that we have seen in the Kursk region, as well as now in the Belgorod area. People there boarding buses, being helped out by Russian military personnel, taking with them what belongings they can. You'll see many of them are women, some older people, including some elderly men. Belgorod's regional governor has said that Ukrainian shelling is making the situation there extremely difficult. Now, we know President Zelenskyy of Ukraine has claimed his forces now have control of 74 towns and villages. And we know Russia certainly has been scrambling to claw back its territory using drones, missiles and airstrikes. In fact, overnight it claimed it shot down 117 Ukrainian drones over several regions. Jacqueline.
Anna, there are a lot of international eyes watching what's happening there, the U.S. in particular. What are you hearing from the United States regarding this action that Ukraine is taking?
Well, we know that the U.S. is being kept informed. President Biden spoke to reporters as he arrived in New Orleans, giving his first comments on this latest incursion by Ukraine into Russian territory. Take a listen.
I've spoken with my staff on a regular basis, probably every 4 or 5 hours for the last 6 or 8 days. And it's creating a real dilemma for Putin, and we've been in direct contact, constant contact with the Ukrainians. That's all I'm going to say about it while it's active.
President Biden there describing it as a dilemma for President Putin. We know that Russia is saying its troops are repelling Ukrainian forces, but so far we've seen Ukrainian troops putting up their defensive positions, making it harder to move them out. Now, you'll see we have a map of the area that shows the area that Ukraine claims to have moved into. And it is fairly small compared to the territory taken by Russia in Ukraine. But nevertheless, it's becoming a much bigger issue and a problem for President Putin. The question now, will he divert more troops away from the Donbas region in eastern Ukraine, where Russia has been making slow but steady advances to deal with the situation now inside Russia? Jacqueline.
That's Anna Cunningham reporting from London.